I just want to say that I think you're very ignorant. You can't pick and choose parts of the Bible that you want to listen to and the parts that you don't. If you are going to use the Bible, you use all of it or you don't use any of it. I mean, that's simple. As when Jesus came and died, um, the Old Testament died and the New Testament became law. So everything in the Old Testament that you were talking about in your video is irrelevant. You use all of it or you don't use any of it. I mean, that's simple. Everything in the Old Testament is irrelevant.
And now for a very brief list of some of the things God requires of you. An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me, and shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings, and thy peace offerings, thy sheep and thine oxen. In all the places where I record my name I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee. And if a man sell his daughter to be a maidservant, she shall not go out as the men servants do. As far as the oxen, I really don't feel like reading 8 verses, but if you've got the time, it's kind of a fun read. And he that curseth his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of thy ripe fruits and of thy liquors. The firstborn of thy sons shalt thou give unto me. Likewise thou shalt do with thine oxen and with thy sheep. 7 days it shall be with his dam. On the 8th day thou shalt give it to me. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not diminish. 3 times thou shalt keep a feast unto me in the year.
And the slave thing is speaking about people submitting to authority, the same way that you would listen to your teacher in class. You're not to disobey her. You're supposed to do your work and listen to her and obey everything, just like we listen and obey to the police and the president and our parents. That's what that's speaking about.
And if a man smite his servant or his maid with a rod, and he die under his hand, he shall surely be punished. Notwithstanding, if he continue a day or two, he shall not be punished, for he is his money. Your claim that biblical slavery is nothing more than simple submission to authority is a little ridiculous, and actually very easy to disprove. If that was in fact the case, then there would be no laws specific to slaves because everyone would be a slave. There's always someone higher on the food chain than you are. There's always someone with authority over you. But that's not the way it happened. There are biblical laws specific to slaves, and they work to give said slaves fewer rights. Furthermore, I don't think you truly believe your own argument. Unless, of course, you're of the opinion that the president, your parents, your teachers, and the police all have the right to beat you to death. You know, assuming you survive the first day, of course. And unless that's your assertion, you're actually admitting that you see a difference between biblical slavery and simple submission to authority.